Okay, so what we're going to do in this video is look at factorization, and it's sort of the opposite of expanding. So if you remember with expanding, I said it's taking stuff with brackets and getting rid of the brackets. Factorization is taking stuff without brackets and factoring it out into brackety things. So it's sort of going to be the reverse of what we've done with FOIL and distributive law here. Great, so let's fully factorize these expressions. The first thing that you want to do here is pull out any common factors that you see. So you think, are there any numbers that I can divide both 6 and 12 by? Well, yes, the answer is 6. So I pull the 6 out the front of the bracket. Now in that first term, all that's left is an x squared. And in that second term, well, 12 divided by 6 would give me 2. And that's how you factorize it out. It's sort of like dividing numbers and factorizing numbers. It's just with letters this time. So if you imagine distributive lawing that out, you would get back to the original thing, which is 6x squared plus 12. Now this one here, I can pull out a 6 again, but I can also pull out an x as well, and we'll see what's left. So in this first term, I pulled out the 6 and one of the two x's. All that's left is 1x. And here I pulled out a 6 from the 12, so plus 2. All right. So that's great that we can factorize stuff like that, but what we do more often is this kind of stuff. So we're going to do something called sum and product here. And basically what's going to happen is we're going to factorize this into two linear terms, and it's going to be the factorized version of this. I'm going to need to look for two numbers. These two numbers have to times to give me 20, and they have to add to give me 9. That's why it's called sum and product. So let's think, what two numbers times to give me 20? Well, I could be looking at maybe 10 and 2. But if I look at what they add to give me, well, they add to give me 12, so that's not good. Maybe I could look at 20 and 1, but they add to give me 21. That's no good. Okay, let's see. Maybe I could look at 4 and 5. What do they add to give me? 9. Oh, that's very good. Okay, so that's sort of the way you approach this. So the way this factors out is you're going to get x plus 4 as one factor, and x plus 5 is the other factor. Now, you'll just need to, trust me, that is how sum and product works. If you want, you don't ever have to do this in a question, but you can check. So you can look at x plus 4 with x plus 5, and you could FOIL that out. So what would we get? We get x squared plus 5x plus 4x plus 20. Which you simplify down to x squared plus 9x plus 20, which is, hey, that's what we started with. That's great. We're right. Cool. So let's do sum and product on this lovely thing here. All right, so what I'm looking for is two numbers that will times together to give me 9. And they need to add together to give me 6. So what are those two numbers? Probably 3 and 3. So all that I need to do here is, well, it factors out into x plus 3 and x plus 3. Or in other words, I could write that as x plus 3 squared. Next one, x squared takes 16. Well, pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this as x squared plus, well, there's no x term, take 16. I'm looking for two numbers, and these two numbers should times to give me minus 16, and they should add to give me 0. Well, if I think of 4 and minus 4, that would work. So let's do that. X plus 4, x take 4. Next here, 2x squared plus 2x take 12. The first step in doing this sum and product is to actually pull the 2 out the front. I didn't say this before, but sum and product only works if you've got like nothing in front of the x squared, like with these examples. So you're going to pull that out. You're going to get x squared plus x take, now 12 divided by 2 is 6. So there it is. Okay, so let's think. I want two numbers, and they've got to times to give me minus 6, and they've got to add to give me 1, because that's like having a 1 in front of the x there. Well, what two numbers are they going to be? Probably 3 and minus 2, I think would do it. So this is going to be 2x plus 3, x take 2, just like that. Next, we're going to pull out a factor of 3 first, and I'm left with x squared take 6x plus 8, because that basically divided each term by 3. So I want two numbers at times to give me 8, and they're going to add to give me minus 6. Let's think about what those two numbers are. Probably, well, 4 and 2 would times to give me 8, but they'd give me positive 6. So if I do minus 4 and minus 2, they'll add to give me minus 6. That's really good. So this is going to be 3 bracket x take 4, x take 2, just like that.